Brodie, how was the first session back this morning, mate?
Yeah, it was good. It was actually a pretty tough one. Obviously, started the day with the time trial, and then they sprung some more conditioning on us at the end of training, so that was a nice one. But yeah, it was really good. The guys come back really well, and obviously 3 weeks before Christmas, it was important we had a good break and really got some training in there. And it looks like the guys have done that, and some really good times in the time trial this morning, which was pleasing.
How'd you go yourself in the time trial?
Yeah, happy with the run. So yeah, did the work in the break, and it's paid off.
I suppose we're at this point now in AFL, but you can't really, I know you're off for 2 weeks, but you still got to keep some sort of level of fitness so that you're not sort of behind the rest of the competition when you come back.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, with the majority of the group only having 3 weeks before Christmas, it was we had our programs to do over the break, and we spoke about the importance of getting that work in. So yeah, it looks like the guys have done that, and yeah, like I said, a lot of good time. So really pleasing with how the group's come back.
There's been a lot of talk in this pre-season about players being able to play multiple roles. Have you been sort of told, or you've been training to maybe spend some time in the midfield this year?
Yeah, well, every year I do a bit of work in both groups, majority in the backs and a little bit in the midfield. Obviously, I've spent a few years trying to get in there now, but yeah, we've spoken about that versatility in the group this year, and guys having to play multiple roles. So everyone's spending a little bit of time in different groups, just to so if it comes to game day, we can switch a bit.
It does seem like you've been spoken about for a while now. Like you said, you're such an elite kick, so I can understand why they want to issue back. But do you feel like it's your time to get into that midfield engine room?
I'll probably go on the other way a little bit now. I feel I'm pretty comfortable playing my role across half-back, and you look at our midfield, it's pretty strong. There's a lot of good guys in there. So, you know, I played a little bit on the wing as well, so I think that half-back wing role is probably where I'll play most of my footy. But again, like I said, I'll keep working on my midfield stuff, so if the time comes that I need to go inside, I can do that as well.
Who are some of the guys, do you think? Maybe Charlie Cameron, Wayne Miller, are there just a couple that are being thrown around? Could they step in there, and maybe some other names that are around the place?
Yeah, definitely. I think we saw Charlie in his the last final against Sydney played a really good game on the wing, and guys like Riley Knight coming through. Even Mitch McGovern can play a number of roles. So yeah, we're just focusing on being really versatile, and everyone's trying to learn a number of roles.
Smithy, is it hard to stay fresh in the pre-season, given how long it goes, mentally?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely getting tougher and tougher, that's for sure. And I think now with the PA rules, we get a few 4-day breaks here and there. So, but the fitness staff are really good at knowing when to give us a flogging on the track and when to back it off a little bit and give it a break. And we do all sorts of monitoring in the morning, so they know when guys are feeling a bit flat, and they look after you. So they're really good at that. Yeah.
What do you do to stay fresh? I mean, is it a matter of in your 4 days off, a couple of guys might go for a surf, or a couple of guys go to the movies? Like, how do you stay fresh, knowing that when you rock up on Monday, you're going to get smashed again?
Yeah, I guess everyone's a bit different. Obviously, just getting that mental break. We're doing a bit of meditation stuff as well, just to be able to give the mind a break and switch off a little bit as well. So it's just yeah, everyone's got their little things they do to switch off. A few of us like to go and have a hit of golf and things like that. So yeah, staying fresh is really important, because come Monday, it's really important we have a good session on the track.
I just wanted to ask you about. I can't remember. Yeah, just some of the younger guys that like you spoke about Riley Knight, and he seems to be one, but also the contested stuff that seems to have been a real focus. Is that something you guys are really trying to tighten up, just the hardness inside of the contest? Yeah,
it is. It's something along with that versatility. Contested is definitely something we're working on, and ground balls, multiple efforts, those sort of things are a real focus for us going into the year. And we've got some guys inside that can really strong players, so we're not too worried about the area. Just we think we can just take it up that next level. Is probably where our improvement's going to come from this year in those contested games.
Apart from the contested stuff, where else do you think that you guys can make that leap? Because obviously you've been at a top 8 side now for the past couple of years. Great season last year. How do you sort of make that next step into becoming a real premiership contender?
Yeah, I think the two things we've spoken about, the contested work and also being versatile and being able to switch it up a lot. I think last year the Bulldogs were really good at that versatility, and then the Sydney have got that hardened edge as well. So I think we've been, like you said, we've been good for a couple of years. We just need to take it that next percent to be great, and that's what we're working on. It's normally the hardest bit to do is just get that little bit. So yeah, we'll work away at it, and I think there'll be the two areas that we'll be focusing on.
Is it a matter of trying to replicate what the Bulldogs and the Swans did last year, or is it a matter of trying to just get better at the things that the Adelaide Crows do great already?
Yeah, we're just focusing on us. It's the only way to do it, I think, is to focus on, we know what we're good at and we know what we need to get better at. So we'll just focus on what we need to do and not worry about anyone else too much and see where it takes us.
Has the game changed a bit, Smithy, in terms of the way it's played then? The Bulldogs were sort of fire the ball out and run with a bit of speed, where you kind of look maybe 6 or 7 years ago it was about bigger bodied midfielders. Do you think the game's changed?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely come a long way since I started not too long ago. So I've definitely seen a change in that time, and like you said, it has gone to a bit more run and gun, and everyone's got to be a bit fitter and a bit leaner, and so that's why we're doing all these time trials and all the fun stuff. So our group's come back and we're a lot fitter, I think, this year. So hopefully that leaves us in good stead for the start of the year.
Rhodes, how do you think I suppose getting rid of the third man up rule in the ruck contest? Now that was announced, I think, late December, just before you guys went on break. How is that going to change the game? And have you guys even today started working on, sort of how you sort of counteract that sort of thing?
I know Sauce is pumped, but that's about it. To be honest, I haven't really taken too much note of it. Obviously, not around the stoppages too much, and we didn't use it a lot. But I guess it will affect more teams than others. And like I said, we got big Saucy, so it'd be good to let him just go one-on-one.
With the emergence of O'Brien as well, Sauce, the last couple of years, he's been, as long as he's almost been at the Crows, he's been the number one. Is it that cut and dry now that he's the number one still?
Obviously, he's a fantastic player, but Riley Bryan's coming along really, really nicely, and he's playing some good footy, and we saw him come in last year and play his role really well, and I think Sauce is enjoying Rob coming along and really challenging him for that number one spot. So it's great competition. It's only going to make us better.